Good Thursday to you. We've been dealing with some heavy rain and flash flooding this morning. These are radar estimates just in the last 3 hours. Notice we've had about an inch of rain in the Providence area, and you see this blue color just south of there down into Narragansett Bay. That's indicating rain closer to about 2 or 3 inches. So this has been some real heavy rain leading to some localized flash flooding. Flash flood warning up for the Fall River area, which has a hard time dealing with heavy rain till about 11:45 this morning. So if you encounter a road that is flooded, you never want to drive over it. You just don't know how deep that water is. This rain on top of what has fallen in the past 48 hours, you can see the rain total is up around 3 inches now around the Providence area. We've had over an inch along the Route 2 corridor, closing in on a half an inch in Boston, and certainly all of this rain is welcome because we need it. But we're not done yet. Through the day, we're expecting another widespread 1 to 3 inches of rain with downpours at times throughout the day. It is a weather alert for not only the heavy rain, but also the potential of some thunderstorms as we go from midday into the afternoon. And any of these downpours could lead to some localized poor drainage flooding. Just got an update from the drought monitor as we do every Thursday. And things haven't changed too much here in southern New England because we haven't included the past 24 hours worth of rain in here. But it has been drier up north, as you know, and the area of extreme drought in red has expanded now into parts of Vermont. So rain certainly welcome across all of New England, and we are all getting it here across New England. You can see it's just pockets of lighter rain this morning, not seeing those thunderstorms yet, but they could be developing as we go from midday into the afternoon. Notice the temperatures inching up out of the 60s into the lower 70s. And what's going to bring those temperatures up is also what could trigger some severe storms as it turns more unstable. Greatest risk of seeing a severe thunderstorm is going to be out in the western half of the state and down into Connecticut and Rhode Island as we get into the afternoon hours. We have to get this front to start pushing into the area and lifting northward to get us in the more unstable air. And I think that will happen as we go from midday into the afternoon. And then as we get into tonight, a cold front is going to be pressing on in. And this front could trigger one additional round of some showers, downpours and thunderstorms in the overnight hours before it kicks east. And we finally get a chance to dry things out tomorrow. So let me step you through the hour by hour timeline here. We'll stop the clock right around midday, noontime, and you can see there will be some elements of heavier rains here in the reds and oranges. Watching for that thunderstorm threat initially south of the Pike, but it may lift northward with that front on into the afternoon. Your evening commute, 6, 7 o'clock, there will be lighter rains around, but a bit of a lull where there might be just some mist or drizzle. And then we'll watch that next round of some thunderstorms passing through overnight. But by tomorrow morning, 5 a.m., the rain is gone, and then look, clouds actually break for sunshine. So improvements come tomorrow. Mid-60s, really muggy tonight. Tomorrow, a murky start. And then once the sun pops out, boy, those temperatures jump. We're going to make a run toward 80 degrees in a lot of spots tomorrow. And on the other side of this front, we've got high pressure nosing in for the weekend. One thing to watch down to the south, there is going to be some moisture trying to sneak northward. I think a lot of that is going to stay offshore as high pressure keeps it away. But I do anticipate an increase in cloud cover, particularly on Sunday. The weekend itself, though, looking pretty good. Temperatures warm, should be in the low 70s this time of year. We're going to be a little closer to 80 degrees on Sunday, so a warm weekend on the way. Down in the tropics, we've got a tropical storm, Umberto. This is right now out in the open Atlantic. It is likely going to strengthen into a hurricane and pass between Bermuda and the East Coast as we get into early next week. But besides Umberto, there is an additional area of low pressure that the Hurricane Center is giving a 90% chance now of developing. This is near Puerto Rico now. It will likely become Imelda, and we're going to have to watch this next week because the computer models take this closer to the southeastern U.S. coast. I do not anticipate this getting much farther north, as a huge area of high pressure should protect us here in the northeast from seeing this. So next week looking mainly dry. It's a warm start to the week after a warm weekend, and then look at that by Wednesday, 1st of October. It is going to cool down only in the low 60s on Wednesday.